Do we just get to fishing too fast and too careless sometimes and too reckless, not even thinking about what we're doing? How can we solve that problem? Whoa! That's a beauty. Good morning, guys and girls. October 16. October 16. If you are not subscribed to the Catch of the Day channel, hit that subscribe button right now. If you are, share. We're trying to get this thing up to 20,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So we start out January 1. When we start our new Catch a Better Life book that I wrote, we'll start that readings January 1. Well, the book won't be quite out yet, but we'll start the readings from the manuscript January 1. All righty, we're looking at, on October 16, Jeremiah 15:11. The Lord said, Jeremiah was a prophet, and God was speaking through him to the people of Israel. The Lord said, I have saved you for a good reason. He's talking directly to Jeremiah, and he said, Jeremiah, I have saved you for a good reason. You know, I can't hardly read that verse without thinking about my beautiful wife, Chris, and what we've been through the last 6+ months. God saved her from dying. She had a massive stroke on the left side of her brain that affected the right side of her body and her speech. A stroke so massive, it should have killed her. It should have killed her. Instead of getting a call from Sherry as I was driving down to Alabama, I was actually in Alabama by then, driven 640 some odd miles already. When I got that call from Sherry and she said, Mom had a stroke. And the first thing I asked was, is she alive? And she said, she's alive. And that was the most important thing she could ever say. God saved her, and he saved her for a reason. Saved her for a lot of reasons, I believe. And I don't know the exact reasons God saved her for. I guess God will let me know someday, but I know maybe he saved her to be able to show others that's going through those same types of problems. Others that are suffering through a stroke, others that are suffering through medical difficulties, that you got to be strong, that you got to have faith in God, that you trust, that you need prayers. Maybe he saved her so he could allow people to be blessed by praying for Chris. Many of them prayed for Chris that never met her. Only knew her through her relationships with me and her relationships with our deer here at the ranch. He saved her for a reason. He saved her for a reason. And he's saying, I've saved you for a good reason. Here's what I wrote about that. Clear water is pretty much defined as being water that allows you to see a white lure down 4 feet deep or more. So just take a white spinnerbait, drop it down 4 feet. If you can see it 4 feet and more, consider that clear water. The combination of clear water and the cooling temperatures like we're having right now is a great time to fish large bladed spinnerbaits. I like a 1/2-ounce spinnerbait with big tandem willow leaf blades or a big round Colorado blade. Best skirt colors, chartreuse and white, chartreuse white and blue, perch color, bluegill color. A shad color obviously is great. That's what that chartreuse and white and blue is. Bulge the water, fish it right on top, bulge the water, leave a wake with that big blade or blades, and get ready for some killer strikes and some really, really big bass. That works great on ripraps. Find riprap points. Oh, buzz that big spinnerbait on those riprap points. A lot of those big bass are up there eating big shad this time of the year. This combination works because the bass have adapted to that clear water. We are saved by God because he has a clear purpose for our lives. He has a clear purpose for me. He has a clear purpose for you. We become believers. We are saved because God has a clear purpose for you and me. That purpose is for his glory, but it's a purpose for you and me. I believe God has a purpose for each and every one of us every single day. Not just in general, but every single day God has a purpose for us. How disappointed he must be when we fail to recognize the opportunities that he gives us. The opportunities he gives me today, that he gives you today, that he gives you tomorrow and the next day and the next day. God will provide opportunities for you to satisfy his purposes and give him glory. Obviously, we can witness, we can tell others about Jesus, but There's so many other opportunities he's going to give you also. He's going to give you an opportunity to smile at somebody. When your smile will put a smile on their heart. Your smile will just brighten up or warm their day. He's giving you an opportunity to say encouraging words to people. You know, when somebody is down and out and doing something goofy or stupid and just messing up their life, and everybody's down on them and saying ugly things to them, he might give you the opportunity to speak life to them, to say something nice to them and kind to them. You know, we get thousands of comments on our social media, and we try to answer as many of them as we possibly can. Sherry on Facebook and me over here on YouTube. But you know, we don't get many bad comments on the Catch of the Day channel, but our regular Jimmy Houston Outdoors channel, and I think most of you are on that also, on that, we do get some negative comments on there. We have some every single day. We get some hate or dislike or whatever they say, thumbs down, or I don't know all that. But we have some people that comment a lot, and every comment they make is negative. I just wish sometimes some of those people would say something nice to me. Maybe they just don't like me. I don't know. But even the people you don't like, try saying something nice to them. You'll be amazed at the results. God may have put you in a certain situation to change somebody's life just by speaking life, speaking encouragement, speaking something positive into their life, patting them on the back and saying, it's okay. It's okay. What you're going through now is going to be okay. I know you messed up. That's okay. That's okay. God's going to make it right. So let's not disappoint God by failing to recognize the opportunities that he gives us today. Here's the last sentence to think about as you go through this day. What purpose does God have for you today? What purpose does God have? Be looking. He's going to give you some opportunities. Here's our tip for today. Slow down and concentrate on where you want your lure to land. You know, I get in the habit of just throwing. Slow down and concentrate on where your lure wants to land and how you want it to work when it hits the water. Think about how it is going by, that piece of structure that you're throwing it at or that piece of water you're throwing it at. Slow down and concentrate. Think about how it works underwater, and I promise you, it'll change your day around a little bit and cause you to fish better than you were fishing before. Guys and girls, go out there and have a great one today. Speak life into somebody's life. Be nice to somebody. Use those opportunities God gives you. Make God smile too. And remember, I sure do love you.